Hello, world. Welcome to episode 182 of the Jimmy Canz Show. It is prediction time. It is Survivor Series War Games coming to you from the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Canada. Just in case you weren't aware this is in Canada, they actually added the little Canadian flag to the logo this year.
Make
So there's
sure.
no confusion. So we got 5 matches to discuss. So let's get into it.
All right. Well, Survivor Series, one of the big four, so that's really exciting.
Yes, sir. So
You
we'll
know,
kick it
it's a
off with the women's war game match. All right. And this is Survivor Series, so the tradition continues. What was originally announced has changed. So you've got the team of Io Sky, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and now Bailey instead of Jade. Legit injury there, caused a substitution. They're taking on the team of Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax, WWE Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and the Women's Speed Champion, Candice LeRae. For me, I'm going to go with the heels in this one. Um, just a feeling. I think that late substitution by the baby faces is going to uh, cause some dissension there. Like, the whole Bianca, I can't trust Bailey from all the damage control stuff, yada yada yada. So plus, Bailey and Io, just met at WrestleMania about a year ago. So I don't see the baby faces getting along. Where you at, Rod?
I'm gonna go with Rhea Squad. I think,
You taking the baby faces.
yeah, yeah. Now they did throw a curveball with a Jay getting hurt there at the end, so I don't know kind of how that's gonna influence. I kind of made my pick before that came out,
I
but
mean, like, it's the storyline. They did all this kayfabe stuff, but there's a legit injury there, which is why she's been taken out of the match.
yeah, yeah.
So,
And even though it's a legitimate injury, her being moved out of there could still affect the outcome of
hmm
the match. But I'm gonna stay with Rhea Squad. I think it's enough dissension
hmm
on that other side with those heels between
hmm
you got Tiffany with she has a Money in the Bank briefcase and both champions on her team. So
Right, right. And it's going to be intriguing too with like I said, we got the two War Games matches, and then the rest of this card's all title matches.
correct,
So it's a
correct.
pretty good show. So speaking of title matches, next we'll be discussing the triple threat for the IC title, as Braun Breaker will be defending against both Ludwig Kaiser and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Which way you going in this one, Rod?
I got Breaker. He too big of a star right now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he just won it back. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't see them flipping it. I mean, I think Kaiser is, they're getting ready to give him a little bit of a singles push.
yeah. He is. He's definitely. I mean, he's rolling right now.
hmm I mean, and then you got the whole story arc with Sheamus too, and the fact that this is the only singles title that he's never won,
Hmm.
kind of thing. He's been chasing that one, one for years now, so it should be an intriguing matchup. But I agree, Breaker.
What I like about it, it's not obvious. You know what I mean? Like you mentioned, like all three of these guys got
hmm
viable reasons to come away with the win. It's just
Absolutely.
which makes it better.
hmm Next up is a matchup for the United States Championship. You got the champion, LA Knight. Yeah, taking on new attitude, Shinsuke Nakamura. It's like the Japanese demon Shinsuke. He's
Mm.
got this new
I was
edge.
thinking like an Asian gunslinger.
Yeah, he's got this new edge. He's got doing a little bit of face paint going on and stuff.
I
Yeah, it's
like it. I
I'm
like it.
liking it. I'm liking it. I'm
I
liking it.
like it.
Um, but even though I'm liking it, I'm taking LA Knight to retain. He's been having a decent run here. I think this strengthens it even more. I think it's a shame, to be honest, for Shinsuke to he's been kind of unseen for a while, and
Mhm.
now coming back with this kind of new thing. But I just don't see him flipping the title yet.
Okay. I'm going Nakamura. I'm going Nakamura.
Ooh,
I'm that much on board with the new
you're on
character.
board with
Now,
the new look.
I will say, you raise an interesting point. This could be stretched out, and it could be a situation where Nakamura loses by disqualification because
hmm
he don't seem so much bent on the title as much as just like assaulting LA Knight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I could see that being the case, and LA retains via disqualification, but Shinsuke really is the quote unquote he wins the fight. if that makes
Right.
sense. But
Yeah, wins the fight, but not the war.
yes, yeah, yeah. So, I'm hoping that they go ahead and for me personally, not in the landscape of entire wrestling world, but me personally, I've been underwhelmed by LA Knight's championship run. So,
Hmm.
I would be more invested in a Nakamura
Hmm.
title run here.
Hmm. So next up is the matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship. As former champion Damian Priest takes on the Ring General Gunther. Um, so which way are you going in this one, Rod?
Going Gunther, but I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of how Damian Priest has held his end of this feud. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of times. So let's just kind of you jump over to Kevin Owens and
Mm-hmm.
Cody.
Yep.
You know Cody's gonna win. Like it doesn't even seem like they're in the same. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't feel like. Well, I feel like I'm pretty sure Cody's gonna win.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't feel like they're on the same kind of a
Right.
tier in my mind.
And yeah,
I,
yeah.
I like Damian Priest here in this spot because he was just a champion.
Mm-hmm.
And he does have a bit of a it doesn't look like you can out tough him. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of Gunther's his strong point is that he's more brutal than people. So it'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I see Gunther retaining here. Although I do think this is going to be, a banger of a match. I think it's going to have a lot of you know, 2 and 9/10 counts
Hmm.
in it,
Hmm.
and everything. But ultimately, I see Gunther coming out on top. I mean, it could be, due to Kaiser getting involved, causing a slight distraction, and then Gunther can finally capitalize and put Priest down. But
I'm gonna go a step further. I think Kaiser comes at to interfere
mm-hmm,
and it's a red herring though. I think he gets taken out by one of the contestants from earlier in the night in the Continental match, and it
mm-hmm.
looks like because of that, Damian's gonna actually pull it off, but Gunther still.
Oh, or you know what else it could do?
Okay.
You could have Kaiser come down and interfere, and the referee's, attention is on
Mhm.
Kaiser, and then Balor shows up and costs
Mm,
Priest because they never
hmm.
really finished that story.
And it keeps Priest looking strong that way,
Mm-hmm.
which I think they should. I don't think you don't send Priest to Jinder Mahal land. I think you keep him up in the title picture. I think he can come back and do some stuff. I think he can come back and help your strength the top of your roster.
Yeah. All right. And then last but not least on this card is the men's war game matchup. It's a Bloodline Civil War. You got the OG Bloodline joined by CM Punk, and you got the new Bloodline joined by Big Bronson Reed. Um, This is going to be a banger. To coin a phrase from Sheamus. For me, I am going with the OG Bloodline in this one. The new Bloodline got the win at Crown Jewel, so I think the OG needs to even things up here. So that's where my logic is.
I'm going Bloodline Junior. Actually, they've earned my respect. They're Bloodline 2.0 now.
Hmm.
I'm going
Yeah,
Bloodline 2.0.
yeah.
I think I think Punk and Heyman could actually turn. I can
I
see.
mean, I thought about that too, but
Yeah,
like, Punk's moving good merch right now and everything. I just don't see what that does turning him heel at this point. I don't see where you go with that.
and
You
and
know.
I know, and I also think there's still more Bloodline members to announce.
Hmm.
So I mean, it seems to be. I don't know. This is kind of the vibe I've been getting. You talk. Let me run it by you.
Hmm.
Roman was champion for 4 years almost,
Yep.
and it looks like they're making him go on a long journey back to the top. Right? It was two ways they could have went. He could have came back and been immediately dominant, or he could come back and they're going this route.
Hmm.
They're making him pay a lot of dues right now.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't think it's out of the realm of him losing again right now with how much winning he had done for them to really sell that he's in a dark hole and needs something big to help pull him out.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't know if they need 50-50 booking for this particular run with Roman.
And
He may have to get a lot of dirt piled on top of him.
time will tell. Time will tell. So,
Yeah.
you know, our differences here in the women's war game. You got the babyface team, I got the heel team. You're going Nakamura, I'm going Knight, and you're going New Bloodline, and I got OG Bloodline. So we got three differences here, so that should make it intriguing. And then a couple weeks from now, we'll be coming back at you to do the predictions for Deadline. That card is starting to shape up. The two Iron Survivor matches are rounding out. The NXT title match has been announced. But that's about it so far. We might get a North American matchup in this one too. But like I said, this card's starting to kind of come together. Hopefully, it can get solidified here pretty quick so we can do some predictions on it. And then also, before the end of the year, we'll be coming at you with our college football playoff predictions. So that should be a fun one. We deviate a little bit from our normal wrestling talk a little college football. It's always a
First year
fun,
of the 12-team playoff.
yeah, first year of the 12-team playoff. It's always a fun one to do, kind of deviate a little bit from the wrestling thing and talk about another one of our passions, which is football,
Absolutely.
and have a little good time with that. So
Absolutely.
it should be interesting. We got rivalry week coming up, and then conference championships, and then we're gonna get into the thick of it. So, like I said, that'll be coming at you here before you know it. So,
Absolutely.
um, before we get out of here, just want to wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's
Yes.
Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
Whether you're traveling, staying close to home, celebrating with family, celebrating with friends, whatever you're doing, have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe, and wherever you are, I hope you're doing well, and we'll see you when we see you.
See you.